Hello, Tara Laidlaw here from the Southern Oregon Land Conservancy with today's episode of Outside Every Day with SOREEL. Today I'm going to share with you 3 different ways that you can befriend a tree. First way is a sensory exploration. As humans, we tend to rely mostly on our eyes, but we have lots of other built-in observational tools. And so a way to befriend a tree is to just observe it in many different ways. Now, I wouldn't recommend licking the tree, but you can certainly look at the tree and then you can feel the tree, use your hands, maybe give the tree a hug. Get your face really close to the bark as long as there is no poison ivy on it. You can smell the tree. Some trees have a really distinctive smell at the trunk. Some trees, if you crush the leaves or the needles, will also have a distinctive smell. And you can also listen to the tree. You might not hear much from the tree. You might hear some wind in the leaves. You might also hear some birds nearby. So that's a really simple way to befriend a tree that's also very grounding and gives you practice using lots of different observational tools. Another way that you can befriend a tree is to pick a tree and then visit that same tree multiple times over a period of days or weeks or months or even years. I would recommend choosing a tree that is either a deciduous tree, one that drops its leaves every year, or a tree that is growing closer to the ground, that's either shorter or more shrub-like. So this tree might be a little bit difficult to see changes over time, but a little shrubby one like this over here would be a perfect example of a tree to revisit frequently. I guess this is more of a shrub, but that's okay. And so with that, I would recommend bringing your nature journal with you and making some sketches and writing some observations. Don't forget to write the date, and that way you can see how the tree changes over time. When you just look at a tree once and then come back a week or a month later, it might be really hard to remember what the tree looked like if you don't have any notes. So that's another way you can befriend a tree, is visiting frequently. A third way that you can befriend a tree is to take a look, get to know some of the characteristics. So that might be the color and the feel of the bark, it might be the shape of the leaves, it might be what the flowers look like, it might be how the needles or scales are clustered together. Are they in groups of 3, groups of 5? Are they flat? Are they round? Pick a couple of characteristics. And you don't even need to identify the tree by name, but you can give it your own name, like pokey leaf tree. And then while you're out and about on a walk, maybe walking down the street or in the woods, see if you can find either that same tree or similar trees as you're walking, and then you can say hello because it's kind of like an old friend that you recognize. So those are 3 ways that you can befriend a tree. I encourage you to go outside and give those a try the next time you are out exploring.